The 2025 NBA Draft. Tonight, futures will change for players, teams, and fans. But before we dive into the draft, let's review some things. Analysts say this is one of the best draft classes ever. You have players like Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, and Dan Rivers. But this draft isn't relying on only the best players. You also have numerous good players that are predicted to be taken after the lottery. Some are even expected to be second rounders. So let's take a look at the latest mock draft. Here are some things to note about the mock draft. The top 3 picks are unanimously agreed upon by analysts. Abrius Michaelikos was a 3-star recruit last summer, but after proving his abilities at Yale, he has now risen to a projected top 10 pick. You may wonder why a player like Ace Bailey, who is considered the 3rd best talent in this draft, is projected to be drafted 6th overall. Well, Ace refused to work out with the 76ers, Jazz, and Hornets, who had picks 3, 4, and 5. You can see that Javon Carter is not projected to be drafted in the first round. Although he was a 4-star recruit, after an underwhelming season at Kentucky, Carter fell to a projected second-round pick. However, keep in mind that there are so many good players in this draft, so it is uncertain where they will be selected. Then, it is the moment the crowd has been waiting for. Adam Silver went out on stage to announce the first pick.
With the first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg from Duke University.
And just like that, the draft is underway. Cooper Flagg is an incredible talent who can do everything on the court.
With the second pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Dylan Harper from Rutgers University.
Although he likely won't start with the San Antonio Spurs talent at guard, he is a great prospect who can do great things for the Spurs. He offers excellent driving as a ball handler. His weakness is off the dribble shooting, but he has good catch and shoot ability. Everything is going as expected, but in a shocking move.
With the third pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select VJ Edgecombe from Bimini, Bahamas and Baylor University.
The Philadelphia 76ers selected VJ Edgecombe over Dan Rivers. This was an extremely unexpected move. I suppose the 76ers see something great in VJ more than they saw in Dan. He is an extremely athletic slasher with good defense and a developing jump shot. It's not a bad pick, just unexpected. Now this changes a lot about the draft. Many teams are calling the Charlotte Hornets with trade offers for the 4th pick. The crowd is on the edge of their seats waiting to see what will happen, until rumors of a trade arise. Sources like ESPN announced the 3-team trade. The Charlotte Hornets, Brooklyn Nets, and Memphis Grizzlies were the teams involved. The Charlotte Hornets received the 8th pick from the Nets and the 16th pick in Cole Anthony from the Grizzlies. The Hornets received the 4th pick, Josh Green, and Jusuf Nurkic from the Hornets. And the Grizzlies received Cameron Johnson from the Nets. This trade is a big deal. The Grizzlies got a lot better with the addition of Cam Johnson. The Nets got a top pick and will likely select Dan Rivers. And the Hornets got a large opening in their salary cap. Got a good guard in Cole Anthony and 2 more picks tonight. Then it was the big moment. The pick is in. As Adam Silver takes the stage, you can almost hear the anticipation in the crowd. Adam Silver announces that the 4th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft is none other than the 6'11 small forward from Villanova, Dan Rivers. This is a very beneficial move for the Nets. They brought in a young, potential star who can be their starting small forward. He can pretty much score from wherever and however you ask. He has incredible ball handling for a player standing at 6'11", and he is a potential shot blocker, averaging 1.3 blocks per game in college. His perimeter defense, rebounding, and passing game are his weaknesses, but nothing he can't work on. Anyway, this is a good way for Brooklyn to start off their draft. They still have 4 more first-round picks.
With the 5th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Arius Ace Bailey from Rutgers University.
This was a somewhat surprising move. Utah drafted him despite the fact that he refused to participate in the pre-draft workout with the team, amongst others. But as long as he ends up playing in Utah without putting up a fight, this is a great pick. He was seen as the 3rd best player in the draft, and the Utah Jazz finally got someone who can end up leading their team. He's a potential superstar. Who will the Wizards draft now that Ace Bailey is off the board? Let's see.
With the 6th pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Trey Johnson from the University of Texas.
Well, they couldn't get Ace, but they got a great scorer who could be the missing star for their team. We'll see. Now the Pelicans are on the clock. They need shooting, defense, and depth. With the 7th pick, the New Orleans Pelicans select Conrad Knippel, Duke. This is a good pick for them. Gives them an elite shooter that can play on or off ball well. Additional spacing should open up Zion Williamson's driving game even more. Now it's the Charlotte Hornets with the 8th pick that they received from Brooklyn. They didn't take long to make their selection. And with the 8th pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Anthony Escalarga from Wake Forest. Anthony is a great fit with the Hornets. He can start at their small forward, and then Miles Bridges can slide to their power forward. He is a well-rounded player. He's a versatile defender, a good shooter, he has a great fadeaway, and a great post game. He's got good ball handling and good rebounding. Although his main struggle is his passing game. He can become too focused on scoring and overlook or miss the right pass. I'll love to see how LaMelo Ball will integrate Anthony into their offense. With the 9th pick, the Toronto Raptors select Zion Hayes, Memphis. Although they have many wings, this is a good pick. It may mean that they are looking to move R.J. Barrett this offseason. And not drafting a big man shows that they will likely sign one in free agency. But Zion was the best player available. He has incredible athleticism, very impressive scoring, and great defense. He needs to work on his shooting, but the blueprint is there for Toronto. Then the Suns were on the board. They could really use a big man. I'd pick Kaman Malawak, Abrius Michaelikos, or Michael Basialali here. With the 10th pick, the Phoenix Suns select Abrius Michaelikos, Yale. Abrius is an incredible pick for them. The Suns needed a big man more than anything, and Abrius can play power forward and center. Abrius was a dominant force. He could score inside, rebound, and defend very well. His main flaws are shooting and ball handling. The problem is that Abrius went to Yale, an Ivy League school. Many wonder if he can convert to the size and skill of the NBA, but I believe his build, physicality, and incredible athleticism will get him there. I see young Blake Griffin as his best comparison, but we'll see if they put him at power forward or the center. The top 10 may be the most important part of the draft, but don't let that fool you. Many good players are still available. Some go under the radar and won't even be taken until the second. Let's see how the rest of the draft pans out. With the 11th pick, the Portland Trailblazers select Colin Murray Boyles, South Carolina. With the 12th pick, the Chicago Bulls select Justin Lewis, Louisville. This is a good pick for the Bulls as they got a player that they can start at their small forward. They got a good defender, which is what they needed. However, they could still use a big man for depth. He has high potential as a scorer in the NBA. He's got a good midi, good handles, good post game, but he struggles with three-point shooting and passing. We'll see how his development pans out. Then there was another trade. The Atlanta Hawks traded the 13th pick to the New Orleans Pelicans for the 23rd pick and Sadiq Bey. So with the 13th pick, the New Orleans Pelicans select Trayvon Jackson, Duke University. Trayvon Jackson gives their team a good scoring option at wing who can also defend. Trayvon needs to work on his three a little more, but he has a decent shot to build on. Overall, a good pick that will battle for the starting spot with Colin Knippel, but will likely come off the bench. The Hawks brought back Sadiq Bey for his upside as a versatile forward. He could be a nice piece as they attempt to build a championship roster. With the 14th pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Cedric Howard, Washington State. With the 15th pick, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Thomas Sorber, Georgetown. With the 16th pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Kaman Malawak, Duke. With the 17th pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Marcus Taylor, Michigan. This is a fantastic pick for them, especially this far down in the draft. Marcus is a very good all-around point guard to get this low in the draft. Mike Conley is close to retirement, and they need a new starting point guard very soon. With the 18th pick, the Washington Wizards select Jeremiah Fears, Oklahoma. With the 19th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Jalen Monroe, Rutgers. This is a great pick for them. They needed a starting point guard badly, as they are unlikely to keep D'Angelo Russell. And now they have one. Jalen needs to work on his three-point shooting and turnovers. He's a good defender, mid-range shooter, inside finisher, playmaker, and even rebounder. With the 20th pick, the Miami Heat select Yegor Demin, BYU. With the 21st pick, the Utah Jazz select Derek Queen, Maryland. With the 22nd pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Dravion Rancalajo, Gonzaga. The Nets' next biggest need was power forward, and now they have it covered. Dravion is one of the most athletic players in this draft, a good defender and a good passer. He needs to expand his scoring and become a better shooter, but it appears as of now he would start for the Nets. With the 23rd pick, the Atlanta Hawks select Nolan Traore, France. Then there was another trade. The Oklahoma City Thunder traded pick 24 and 2 future second-rounders for Ayo Dosunmu from the Chicago Bulls. So with the 24th pick, the Chicago Bulls select Michael Basile Ali, Syracuse. They got one of the best defenders with the late first rounder. Drafting a center does make the future of Nikola Vucevic questionable. It is probable that they are looking to trade him this offseason. If Michael Basile Ali can transfer his defensive game and make his offense consistent, he will be a great starting center in the NBA with floor-stretching capabilities one day. With the 25th pick, the Orlando Magic select Adonis Mikalakos, Yale. He gives the Magic spacing, playmaking, and defense at the point guard position. Those were some of their biggest needs, which means this was a great player to get in the late first round. They will likely play him off the bench behind Jalen Suggs and play Anthony Black at another position. With the 26th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Noah Essengay, France. With the 27th pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Quinn Nash, Ole Miss. The Nets take a hometown player to double down on their need at point guard. Quinn Nash is a great midi, layup package, and handles. He is a mediocre defender and passer, though. He needs to have a better three-point shot, which is the main reason he fell to the 27th pick. But still a good way to address their need at point guard. 28th pick, the Boston Celtics select Yang Hansen, China. With the 29th pick, the Phoenix Suns select Joan Berenger, France. And with the final pick of the first round, the 30th, the Los Angeles Clippers select Manziel Turner, Syracuse. The Clippers drafted somebody to back up James Harden at point guard. This likely means that they will target a backup center in free agency or trade. Manziel Turner is an inside-the-arc playmaker. He was a great passer and ball handler, but his main problem is his defense, where he is a target. He could improve his three-point shot to be more consistent, but he should be a good backup in the NBA. Then it was the second round. There were many players who interestingly fell to the second round. Here's a summary. But for the sake of time, we won't go over the whole thing. Many picks were important, but I'd like to highlight two underrated picks. The 37th pick, the Detroit Pistons selected Min Woo, Princeton. This officially makes Min Woo the second shortest player in the NBA currently. Min Woo was a great ball handler, a good passer and three-point shooter, an okay mid-range, an inside scorer, great at getting to the line, and a terrible defender. His height being only 5'9" is what brought him to the second round. And the 41st pick, the Golden State Warriors selected Javon Carter, Kentucky. Javon showed potential as a shooter before college, but he was inefficient from three at Kentucky. The surprising aspect of his game was his passing. He showed potential as a capable floor general. His defense was slightly below average, but not terrible. He had a bad year at Kentucky, but if he can use that to his advantage and fight against the odds, he can become a good NBA point guard. We had the opportunity to interview three of the players drafted tonight. First on the chopping block would be 4th overall pick, Dan Rivers. Hey Dan, congratulations on being a top 5 pick. How did you feel when Adam Silver called your name?
Man, I felt a lot of things. Grateful, relieved, and it felt unreal. I've always wanted to play in the NBA.
And how does it feel to join the Brooklyn Nets?
I'm excited. New York is a great city. I can't wait to get to Brooklyn and get working. And I think I'm a great fit with their team.
Brooklyn will be a good fit for you. So, who are you most looking forward to working with?
I'll say Cam Thomas and Nicholas Claxton.
You've had a lot of teammates, and now that you're in the NBA, would you like to shout out anyone who has helped you on your journey? It could be a teammate, a coach, a mentor, anybody.
Definitely my mom. She always believed in me even when I was an undersized freshman. She drove me to the gym daily, even when I had no offers going to my senior year. She said I was going to the NBA. She gave me the confidence and support I need to be here today, and I couldn't be more thankful.
Okay, Dan, it's time to address the elephant in the room. All week, Philadelphia was rumored to draft you. Staff said your workout and interview with the team went incredibly well, and you were an awe-inspiring talent. So, why didn't they pick you?
I was surprised they didn't pick me. I think everything went incredibly well with their organization, and they made it seem like I was going to be their pick. I guess they changed their minds. Y'all should definitely pay attention to when the Nets play the Sixers this season, though.
On that note, what are your goals for your rookie season?
Other than winning Rookie of the Year, I want to work well with my teammates. I want to integrate with my new city, and I want to prove the Nets right for trading up and drafting me.
So to the Nets fans looking forward to their new player, what are your biggest strengths, and also some things you'd like to improve on?
Well, I'd say my skills at my height are my biggest strength. I mean, not many players have guard skills at 6'11". I can shoot from anywhere on the court, dribble, and score inside. And I'd say my biggest place to improve is just on my on-ball defense.
The next interview will be with Zion Hayes, the 9th pick. Hello, Zion. Thanks for the interview. First of all, I want to know how you felt hearing your name being called by Adam Silver.
Man, it's hard to explain. It's a feeling of gratitude for the people who helped you on your journey and pride that all your work paid off. It's also the excitement of getting to join the NBA.
Yeah, and you'll join a solid squad in Toronto. So, how are you going to fit on the Raptors?
Well, man, it's hard to say. Grady, RJ, and Ingram are all good players, and they all play wing like me, so I might have to come off the bench. But I'll bring good, efficient scoring, defense, and rebounding as a wing for Toronto.
We have to go now, but one last question. What's the first thing you are going to do when you get to Toronto?
Well, after getting situated, I won't get in the lab, working on my game to be a more rounded player. There are still some areas I need to improve in, shooting and passing.
Well, sounds like the Raptors fans can be happy getting such a hardworking player. Thanks for the interview, Zion.
Yeah, no problem, man.
The final interview will be with the 10th pick, Abrius Michaelikos. Hello, Abrius. It's great to have you here. So, how does it feel to be a top 10 pick in the NBA draft?
Well, I knew I had the talent, but I also knew teams see the Ivy League as lower competition than other college conferences and national leagues. The Suns had expressed interest in drafting me if I was available, but I wasn't sure if they would select me for sure. So it was a feeling of relief, excitement, surprise, and gratitude to hear my name called.
Speaking of excitement, what are some things you're excited about in Phoenix?
I'm very excited about being drafted by the Suns. Phoenix is a great city, of course, and I believe I'll get good playing time with the Suns as the front court was one of their biggest needs.
Very true, Abrius. So, how do you feel about joining the New Look Suns with Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Ryan Dunn, and fellow rookie Joan Behringer?
Well, we have a competitive team, and with all our young players, we can only improve.
Yes, Phoenix definitely has a bright future. The next question will be a two-part question. So, I noticed that you and your brother have very good English accents and speak very good English. How did that come to be? And also, how do you feel hearing your brother's name being called later in the draft?
The reason we speak good English is that we majored in English at Yale, and I was very happy for my brother when he got called. I know he's one of the most skilled talents in this draft, but he wasn't a projected first round pick, so I'm very happy for him, and his skill set was much needed in Orlando.
All right, that wraps things up. Thanks for the interview, Abrius.
You're welcome. God bless.
Now that the last interview is done, we can move on to what the players will accomplish in their careers. And if you want to see that, subscribe so you won't miss the next video.